This third and final factory visit while here in Japan probably has the most personal significance to me. As a teenager, my gateway drug into the hi-fi world was through the Walkman. That little box started me on a continuous search for better and better headphones to use with it. In my quest, I discovered electrostatic headphones. They were something I had never even heard of before, and at that age, they seemed like something completely unattainable. And when an audio dealer was kind enough to let me listen to a set of early Lambda headphones, which these days I affectionately call cheese graters, it was a formative experience that I never, ever forgot. 40 years later, I never expected that I would be here, in person, in Japan, closing that circle. Welcome everyone to STAX Earspeakers. In an unassuming building located in Saitama Prefecture, northwest of Tokyo, sits what is probably one of the most revered headphone manufacturers in history. And STAX's story is certainly a most interesting one to discover. STAX is like coming into someone's home. You wear slippers. It's an awesome thing. See?
This is a new product, aging section.
Ah, okay. Oh, burning in?
Yeah.
Ah, look at that. That is a lot of headphones. Founded in 1938 by Naotaki Hayashi, the company, under the name Showa Kouan Co., started life as a recording and mastering business, servicing the budding Japanese film industry. By 1950, the company had developed a high-frequency condenser microphone that was adopted by Japanese broadcaster NHK for station-wide use. Known as the STAX 1, the microphone inspired Hayashi-san to change his company's name simply to STAX. Through the 1950s, STAX developed a series of tone arms, electrostatic tweeters, phonostyli, and cartridges. And in 1960, the company introduced the very first electrostatic ear speaker, the SR1.
The very first set of STAX ear speakers. Look at that. Amazing.
As we go through the 1960s, this decade saw STAX continue to grow and develop more phono cartridges, tone arms, and phono preamps. Yet with the confidence in the viability of electrostatic technology for hi-fi, 1964 saw the company debut a full-range electrostatic loudspeaker system, and in 1968, the new SR3 ear speaker came to market, along with a line of improved ear speaker amplifiers, or energizers as they are sometimes called. Through the 1970s, development of STAX's core phono and ear speaker products continued apace. By the latter part of the decade, STAX also broadened its home hi-fi product offerings with innovative direct-coupled power amp, preamp, and integrated amplifier designs. New electrostatic speaker models were also introduced. The hi-fi heydays of the 1980s saw an explosion of product development at STAX. On the ear speaker side, major shifts were happening with a switch from the 6-pin connector and 230 volts of normal biased voltage to the now standard 5-pin connector and 580 volts of pro bias voltage, as introduced on the Lambda Pro ear speakers. Ear speaker energizers with expanded feature sets and now tube-based energizers began appearing. And there were also more pro-biased ear speaker models, including the SRX Mark III, the SR Alpha, and the SR Sigma Pro. STAX also kept pushing the envelope with more full-range electrostatic loudspeaker designs, power amplifiers, and they also began introducing CD players and DACs into the product mix. The early 1990s saw the continued introduction of some new products, including the vaunted and difficult-to-manufacture Omega ear speakers. But by this point, Japan's hi-fi industry was in a process of decline. This, along with other economic factors, sadly forced STAX to temporarily close its doors in 1995, while entering a state of administration and financial restructuring. It was during this time that a group of STAX employees banded together and proposed the audacious idea of taking over the company themselves. With the understanding that they had a limited window of opportunity, they would work without pay to fulfill unmet orders so as not to disappoint customers, and also work to launch the new SR007 ear speaker that had been under development. If this effort failed, STAX as a company would most certainly be done. With everyone assuming multiple responsibilities, the devoted team of owners/employees persevered, and in the end, the SR007 launch proved successful. With financial viability secured and with a new focus on the core ear speaker product lines, STAX was able to continue. With the company's purchase by Edifier in late 2011, STAX has maintained its full development and manufacturing operations in Japan and has been able to grow its staff as well. They made a point of bringing in younger employees and engineers to work and learn from the long-time staff to continue the company's heritage and legacy.
And there's some, looks like some pretty amazing awards. Look at that. Jeez.
You can turn around to the left.
Okay, and we're going to come to the left because Audrey doesn't want to be kept on camera.
Absolutely.
All right.
It's a manga.
A manga. STAX has a manga. Look at that. That's sick. That's awesome. I love
We
that.
had a campaign and we had a couple of manga characters.
Look at that. Like little
created.
STAX angels.
Yeah.
Look at that.
STAX.
STAX. That's when you're in manga. That's it. You've made it. You know, job done. That's the ticket. Beautiful.
The mix of both old and new happening at STAX is interesting and readily apparent, especially in the engineering staff that I met while I was there. One of the first people I was introduced to was seasoned staff engineer Takashi Nakamura, who I affectionately refer to as Dr. Stereo. At 74 years young and a former longtime engineer at Luxman Alpine, he has been in charge of all servicing and repair of STAX products that come in for the last 10 years. Much of the test equipment that he uses to check products has been custom made in-house over the years by STAX engineers, so specialized is its application. He also has the unique position of noticing if any issues crop up in servicing that could indicate a potential pattern. He has regular discussions and meetings with the STAX development team to let them know if any such patterns arise and possible solutions to explore. This helps ensure that reliability is constantly being assessed and improved upon. Next, I spoke with Moriyasu Machida, General Manager of STAX's engineering department. A former pioneer engineer specializing in AVRs and CD players, he came to STAX because he admired and wanted to learn more about electrostatic technology and subsequently push it forward. He expressed how the company's singular focus allowed the engineers to concentrate their efforts on developing and improving a unique technology. When I asked Machida-san about what made STAX ear speakers so unmistakable, he explained to me how the Japanese listening preference is for a more balanced, natural sound signature, and STAX ear speakers and energizers are designed and tuned with that goal in mind. He feels that that is what helps set the company apart. I then had the pleasure of meeting and speaking to Kazuo Suzuki, who is probably the longest-serving engineer and employee at STAX, now with 50 years of service. He is also the only current employee who worked alongside STAX founder Hayashi-san and was an integral part of the employee effort to keep STAX going through its restructuring. We spent some time in the company's museum discussing some of his favorite STAX products, including the SRX Mark III Pro ear speakers. Suzuki-san continues to be involved in the company operations and serves as an inspiration to everyone at STAX and its mission going forward. Everyone there refers to Suzuki-san as a legend, and for good reason. Two of the new generation of engineers at STAX, Yoji Nakayama and Mitsuru Asaumi, bring both a reverence and respect for the brand along with a fresh perspective. Each comes from a high-precision, non-audio engineering and technical design background, but a shared love of music, appreciation for hand craftsmanship, and a desire to learn from the wealth of experience here at STAX makes an excellent environment for them to make their mark. Working with delicate electrostatic drive elements is a highly critical and labor-intensive task, and when it came to testing those driver units, STAX, until recently, had been individually wiring up each driver to the lab's test equipment for checking and analysis. With each type of driver having different connection points, simply getting the drivers ready to test posed an efficiency issue. Asaumi-san looked at the problem and came up with a solution. He designed a custom driver testing jig with magnetic snap-in inserts that would allow every type of STAX earspeaker driver to quickly be set up for testing. The jig components are all 3D printed in-house so they can be quickly produced and deployed. Asaumi-san's unique solution for a necessary task has made testing STAX drivers much more efficient and has helped improve driver-to-driver matching and overall quality control. It's a good example of different generations bringing different perspectives to tackle a problem.
Very cool. That's great. Good job.
The next part of the visit involved getting a tour of the electrostatic driver production area.
They don't make husky size in Japan. I feel like the Incredible Hulk, like when he just break through it, and you like break through his clothes.
Really like go boy.
From start to finish, a production run or batch of most current STAX earspeakers, with the exception of the X9000, takes about 2 months to produce. The driver production area is essentially a clean room, where dust is obviously the biggest enemy. Each driver diaphragm and part is scrutinized and scrupulously checked and cleaned for any particles before assembly. When it comes to the X9000 earspeakers, each technician is only allowed to work on a maximum of 30 of those drivers, so tedious and taxing is the work for that particular model. Once assembled, the drivers are aged or cured in a dedicated room. In here, the temperature is kept at a strict 25 degrees Celsius, or 77 degrees Fahrenheit, and a relative humidity of 36%. Aging length varies by model. Most drivers are aged from 7 to 10 days, while the X9000 drivers are aged for 3 weeks.
Baking. Is that what they're actually doing? They're actually baking? Oh, wow. Look at that. Jeez. So these are actual ovens that are
Yeah.
curing the drivers and everything.
How long do they cure for in the ovens?
How long are they?
Oh, even the little ones too.
1 week to 10 days.
1 week
is
to 10
the
days.
Minimum, right?
Minimum. All right.
For the drivers.
Very neat. What sort of temperature are they curing? After the aging process, tension and sensitivity tolerances are checked for every driver, and driver pairs are hand matched to ensure identical tolerances for both the left and the right channels. Sami-san's custom-made jigs.
これが今この数字が出てるのがこの感度、
センシティビティですね。
それでこれで雑音とかゴミとかをチェックする。
So actual hearing test. So for the
So it's going to show you.
You said that those jigs that Asami-san made were produced on a 3D printer. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay, so
X9000の今から膜の張りの強さ、F0 の強さ、この
You're going to check tension.
I'll check the
Diaphragm
tension, diaphragm tension. Which driver? What headphone model is that?
This
Yeah,
is
X9000.
X9000. So we're checking the driver tension of an X9000
この
driver
数字
diaphragm.
がX9000の膜の張りの強さの測定の
The strength of tension.
Mm-hmm. Oh, 164, 165. I see.
これ各ユニットごとにこの3D プリンターで作ったジグになりますので、ラン009
Right, and those the different jigs for the different ear speaker drivers. Oh, look at that. Okay, one for each one. Very neat. So did that? Do we know if that passed the test, or is the tension correct on that one?
So and so check that one by one and similar parameter.
これが今測った膜の
Ah,
張
I
り
see.
They have
左
to be
右
within a
ないと
certain.
同じ
So basically, they're basically the tensions, but then basically they're matched. They're hand matched. The driver diaphragms are okay,
Yes.
depending on what the tension reading is. I see.
They're
So.
hand matched to be a pair.
Yeah. Excellent. After final assembly and burning in, several headphone samples from each production batch are randomly tested for quality control before a batch of ear speakers is packed and released for shipping. As you can see here at STAX, everything is very much hands-on craftsmanship and very, very labor-intensive. That is a lot of amps. Also during my visit, I spent some time speaking with STAX President Yoshimoto Nakata and Sales Director Ryuji Shimizu, and both drove home a few key points to me. Firstly, for STAX, customer loyalty and support is everything to them. They know that their customers are the reason why STAX survived through the rough times the company experienced, so customer support and satisfaction is absolutely crucial. Second, as the originators of applying electrostatic technology to hi-fi headphone listening, that gives STAX a unique position in both continuing its legacy and moving the technology forward. As much as I asked them if they would ever consider producing some home hi-fi components again, the response I got was always the same. No. Electrostatic ear speakers is the core of STAX, and we are completely focused on producing the best ear speakers and energizer products that we can. Third, for as old a company as STAX is, they understand the importance of appealing to a new generation of listeners through new product designs and active engagement with customers and the public. They respect that there are more competitors out there making electrostatic headphones, but to them, there is only one STAX. That heritage, that product, and that sound has undeniable appeal, and they want more people to know about it and experience it for themselves. And I also discovered that Shimizu-san is a closet Swiftie. So, Taylor Swift, if you're out there watching this, know that you have a very serious fan in Japan. Sorry, Shimizu-san, your cover's blown. I want to take a moment to thank the team at STAX for allowing me to get a deeper understanding of the company, its history, its people, and what goes into making those unique and wonderful headphones that first opened up my eyes and ears so many years ago. I truly, truly appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Take care.
Awesome.
Awesome.
One more time, Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift.
So he worked at STAX and
9年ぐらい9年ぐらい
maybe 10 years.
Oh, 10 years? He's been here for 10 years. Okay, but he's got like a long history in the audio industry.
Legends walking through these
Yeah,
halls.
yeah.
He's a doctor.
He's a doctor.
Audio doctor.
Oh, audio doctor. Yeah. Doctor Stereo. Dr. Stereo.